It's been 2 weeks since the US presidential election and the outcome is still being disputed. But while Donald Trump and Joe Biden wrangle over who will get the keys to the White House, many are looking at their campaigning for clues of what went wrong and whether the focus on identity politics was misplaced. Trump lost support from white men, a group he won decisively in 2016. However, he gained 4% with the African-American and Hispanic communities, and Latino votes helped swing Florida in his favor. Asian Americans shifted even more to the Republicans with a 7% rise. My colleague Saskia Taylor discussed the results with experts.
Identity politics really died in 2016 in the eyes of average Americans. Of course, not in the media, not in the far left, not in the Democrat Party, because they remain so out of touch with real Americans, with average America, with normal people, really, people who aren't elites. As much as the left and the media and the Democrat Party doubled down on this narrative that Donald Trump is a racist, this narrative that Republicans, hate minorities or whatever, a lot of people weren't listening.
I believe that a lot of people in the Black community felt completely disrespected by the Democratic Party during this election. Not only did they not respond to what we could expect in response to our vote, they also began to put out commercials that were disrespectful. It's one thing to say Donald Trump is racist, but show me that you're not racist as well. And I don't think the Democratic Party did that, and it suffered. It caused a lot of people to, turn their back on the party.
Well, I think the elections showed that many minorities got tired of this divisive rhetoric. There's an attitude to believe that Latinos, for some reason, they are a one-topic community, which is basically based on immigration. And I think Latinos got very upset about this because in the end, no matter where you're Black, Latino, Asian, I think we got to move forward into the future when we see each other beyond the color of anybody's skin, and we're able to look at each other for what we stand for what we believe in, and not because we have a brown, white, or Black skin, which I think is ridiculous.
It's important that we realize Black people are not monolithic, and we actually do appreciate policy. Just because a president has your color or your complexion does not mean that their policies will benefit you or always be in line with your views.
Will identity politics win or lose candidates' elections in the future?
I think it's only going to lose. I think it's going to continue to lose, and that terrifies a lot of people. That terrifies a lot of very powerful people because they've built their identities on it, so to speak. The whole identity politics mission is something that people have built a lot of careers on. All they talk about is equity, which is, of course, stealing from one group, giving to another, propping one group up over another, sort of leveling the playing field by targeting certain groups. Now, which groups deserve that is always going to be shifting, and identity politics is their greatest weapon to do that at the moment.
I think identity politics actually still serves a very powerful role in the electorate. Reparations was due to people who were descendants of slaves. And so if that's the case, and African Americans began to swell around that issue, Democrats decided, oh gosh, we're in trouble. We need to back off this topic.
We saw it in the election result that the voter, the American voter, is really interested in, what are you going to do for me? How am I going to live another day? How am I going to put food on the table? We have a lot of people that have serious issues, and we need to just focus on the things that people are concerned about. The economy, putting food on the table, sending their kids to school, and being able to have a decent life and reaching the American dream.